the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a 1st down on their first play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Cousins now from the 50. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. There he goes, right side. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Powering his way forward. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It'll be a gain of 5, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ritter with it after the play fake. That's going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Now 2nd and 3. Jefferson going to go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw is Cousins. That is caught. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Pollard one more time. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. This one into the hands of Pitts. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Ritter off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
from the 38 now. Here's second down and 7.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check, man.
On play action, here's Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Going play action. Ritter rolling to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Coup now for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a